Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get your updates. Like I said, for today's video, it's another Bourbon County variant. So I am releasing this a week after Black Friday. I'm only human. I'm trying to review these as fast as possible while also throwing in other beers to enjoy. So if you're new to the channel, yes, I do try to review all the bourbon counties, but I do a lot of other kind of reviews, so please consider subscribing. So this is bourbon. I'm going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read everything. So like if you're someone who didn't get this beer and you just kind of want to like as much of an experience as possible, this video is for you because I'm going to try to read everything, be really thorough. If you just want the review, fast forward to where I start drinking the beer. So it's Goose Island Bourbon County Reserve, 150, small batch. Why 150? Well, it's aged in Old Forester 150th Anniversary Bourbon barrels. Brewed, barrel-aged, and bottled by Goose Island, 2021. It has, the front of their building, one of their buildings. You've probably seen this picture before. We don't need to be something. It's like something like we don't need to be the only beer you drink. We just want to be the best beer you drink. It's hard to make out. This will be a little easier to read. It's small font, but it's black on white, so it'll be relatively easy. Last year marked an unparalleled milestone for Old Forester Bourbon, which celebrated its 150-year anniversary in 2020. In 1870, founder George Garvin Brown changed the spirits industry forever when he sealed and sold his whiskey, Old Forester, exclusively in a glass bottle. Each bottle was adorned with his signature, a personal guarantee of the brand's quality and consistency. Today, Old Forester remains the only brand with an uninterrupted 150-year history, sold by the same family company before, during, and after Prohibition. To commemorate this original act of ingenuity, Old Forester released its 150th Anniversary Bourbon. Comprised of 150 barrels, they were separated into 3 distinct batches, bottled unfiltered and presented at individual batch strength. Once emptied, those same barrels made their way up north to Chicago, where we honored that bourbon heritage by filling them with our signature stout to age for a year. Let's see, 2021, develops in the bottle up to 5 years, limited production. Then there's a little bit more at the bottom here. Goose Island Bourbon County Reserve Brand 150 Stout, I guess that's the official way to say it, is a once-in-a-lifetime expression of that 150-year bourbon journey. The final blend of all these barrels offers beer and bourbon lovers yet another chance to savor a very special batch of barrels, highlighted by one of the world's finest stouts. Limited in quantity but boundless in flavor, this one-time 2021 release is layered with decades of bourbon and brewing history. Here's to our good friends at Old Forester for 150 years of making some of the world's finest bourbons. Cheers. Doesn't have the ABV. That was one of the few things I really wanted to know because I'm drinking this on a work night and kind of want to know the ABV. Look at this. I'm going to break the seal. Oh my goodness. So exciting. So exciting. I am drinking this on a work night because I had a good evaluation at my job, so I thought I'd celebrate a little bit. And it just clipped my nails, which made that a lot harder than it should have been. Put that Pringles can down there. Ooh, what a nice looking bottle. Nothing new, no new information on the front or back. All right, ABV 15.6%, and this was bottled on July 25th. So it's a little higher than the base I got this year. And I don't know, I haven't actually looked this up. Maybe someone can tell me in the comment section. The one I had was 14%. Usually they have different strengths for the original. So did anyone get one that's not 14%? But anyway, this one is a little higher. Let's get into it. That could be, different base that they aged in these barrels. These could have been wet barrels and gotten some alcohol that way. It could be a combination of both those things. I'm not going to pour too much because, again, this is a work night and I'm going to be sipping on it. Proper glassware. So it's going to taste better. Almost, ooh, it smells good already. Wow. Yeah, it smells really good. Almost exactly one finger of a slightly dark mocha. It's a little beyond what I would just call mocha. A little bit more chocolate in that mocha. Small bubbles for sure. They're sticking around longer than I thought they would, given the ABV. Yeah, it's a very dark beer. It's not quite motor oil. It's reminiscent. It actually reminds me of what the base beer looks like. At this point, I've done the base, cola, and now this one. Whereas there is some dark brown in there, but it is very black. But yeah, not quite motor oil. Beautiful legs, the lacing. Yeah, it doesn't stick around too long, but also not too quickly. It doesn't go away too quickly, I should say. Let's get to a proper aroma. Yeah, that smells fantastic. I'm getting a little bit more coconut than I got in the base. Some soft caramel, toffee for sure. Yeah, vanilla, sweet chocolate. For me, yeah, it's more milk chocolate than dark chocolate, which is kind of interesting. At least right now it is. Yeah, that it's not overly coconut, but yeah, there's definitely like that little bit of like how barrel can kick out coconut. It definitely has some of that note. I'm starting to get a little of that baker's chocolate. So the chocolate does have more depth than just the milk chocolate. I'm at this point, I'm kind of trying to go through like my checklist of what would a beer like this, or what can a beer like this kick out. I'm not getting like the dark berries and fruits. I'm not getting like a lot of oak. I'm getting a little bit of distilled spirit. Fair enough. Man, that caramel toffee, slightly coconut thing is really what's standing out to me in this aroma. And maybe just because I said it out loud that I wasn't getting any fruit, but I could get a little bit of grape juice of all things out of this, almost like a Belgian quad. I could get a little bit of a grape juice. Yeah, that chocolate's becoming more expressive the more I smell it, which has got me excited for the taste. I like it when it has a decent amount of chocolate. Let's see about that taste. Cheers. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. So I'm glad I picked out more of that chocolate. It's definitely there. And you're getting it in a couple layers, just like I was saying in the aroma. So that's really nice. That's good. You do get some sweet, not so much milk chocolate, the Hershey's Special Dark. So I've used this before. I know I'm repeating myself. But like, yeah, it's dark chocolate, but it's Hershey's dark chocolate. So it's still relatively creamy and sweet compared to like 90% cacao that another company might make. So it's kind of like that level of chocolate, but then there is, just like the aroma, like some baker's chocolate sprinkled on top, like just cacao powder, actually, essentially. The caramel toffee, it's probably more toffee than caramel. Do get a little bit of that coconut mixed in as well. Some of that vanilla coming through too from the wood. I guess I'm going to take another sip, and I'm definitely going to keep describing. Like I said, I really want to be really thorough with this review for people who weren't able to get it, or who may be on the fence, like, should I be getting this or not getting it? So I will try to make this relatively lengthy, and again, thorough. All that being said, before I take another sip, I was going to say something. The vanilla, and I forgot. Okay, that grape juice is a little jammy. Now I'm starting to get more like a blackberry, raspberry, grape mix, like a medley of those three things, of all things. But yeah, that chocolate, so expressive. ABV, again, higher than the regular. Working well, relatively hidden, not really getting it on the taste, a little bit of warmth in the chest. If anything, what I am getting on the taste is adding depth, maybe a little bit of dryness to the sweetness of the beer. So much appreciated, but yeah, it's not like ethanol. It's not like some intense alcoholic taste. It's a smooth beer too, which is like really nice. Excuse me. And yeah, like I think I'm super curious what other people are saying about this beer. So if you've had it, definitely give me some tasting notes. But I'm gonna start seeing if other people have reviewed it on YouTube or the written, reviews. But I kind of want to see if people are mentioning toffee and coconut. And again, not overly done. It's not overly done, but it's there in a way that I didn't pick up so much in the base beer. Not the base beer, the original Bourbon County. A little bit of Hershey's chocolate syrup too at this point. And yeah, you're starting to get like that sugar, like the residual sugar sticking around. Get a little bit more of that alcohol. And yeah, that vanillin note. Not a lot of oak, like I was saying, the aroma. Yeah, I guess one of the biggest things is just how much the taste follows the aroma. It's really cool. I do want to just keep sipping this, so. Not getting a lot of dried fruit. So I'm kind of like going through the checklist, like I was saying before. What are other things you can get in this style of beer? Ooh, whoa. Just got a big hit in the back of smoke. Not peaty, but like on the road to, like, this is nothing, this is peaty. There is like a little bit of like this smoky, savory thing that just hit hard in like a really good, nice way. Maybe like here in that path. Ooh, that's nice. I'm glad I kept reviewing. I'm glad I kept the camera going and have kept sipping, because sometimes after I turn the camera off and finish it off camera, like beers off camera, I pick up other things, and that would have been a shame to pick up off camera, because that is there. It's not a Rosh beer, but it's definitely got a little hint of toasty, smoky somewhere in that realm. Delicious. This beer is absolutely delicious. Pricey, but it is delicious. I'll give you that much. Have you had this beer before? Have you had any of the other variants? Do you want to talk about anything else? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.